Hello everyone, I'm Havoc and this is Factorio Space Exploration. We are back still here on Marzanna, trying to get the setup for our cargo rockets to take the goods out of the system here, our cryonite rods, which we have loads of. It's been just a little bit since I've been able to play, and you may have noticed I haven't uploaded many videos. Just real quick, my employment arrangement has changed and a lot of stuff's up in the air right now, so I've been trying to do what I can, but I can't always get on. I did stream this past Sunday. That'll be coming out here shortly, but before then this will be out, and hopefully you guys can enjoy it. I'll keep that short and sweet, and we can move right into the video. Also, if you're enjoying it, or you do and find yourself enjoying it at any point in time, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Now let's roll. What were we doing last? What did we accomplish last? And what's still not running? So we're waiting on steel for multiple items. Okay. This is waiting on a little bit of everything, which is steel. We'll cover those two, and then red circuits will come later. This needs steel. This needs green circuits. Oh. That can be done not with a stack inserter. We can do this. I mean, honestly, I could change that to a stack inserter. It'll just run less often, which is fine. We can do the same thing right here. Uh-oh. Okay. Coronal mass ejection, but it's not heading for the planet we're on right now. So now we have what we need. We've passed it all down. We're just missing green circuits. Green circuits, steel and red circuits. Okay. So if I'm going to need steel here and here, it's probably a good idea to bring the steel in and along here. And the steel also has to go up to here. So this looks like a perfect spot to split that off, because I'll need steel at this location and this location and here. Yes. That should get everything rolling up to here. And that one's going to be interesting. Not sure how I'll handle that. I could make all of this stuff here. Just don't know if I want to. So we need green circuits and red circuits, and that will pretty much get the cargo rocket sections, the two big pieces of it. And then we have to backtrack and make rocket control units and a few other things. Okay, so let's bring our steel in. We know that it's going to am I going to need it for anything else? Rocket control units, low density structures will need it. Yep, so what I'll do then is have a line that comes down through here and then a line that breaks off to go over this way. Try and keep this all pretty and in the same line so that nothing looks awful. Okay. Boom. That's steel for us all in and around this area. Now we just need red circuits here and here, green circuits here. So what would be the most logical place to build the circuit construction? Right here are our stone tablets, and I need to balance this, right? So the way this all comes out, it needs to be balanced. I could balance it, I should balance it after the warehouse. So let's do something along the lines of that, that, and that. I don't know the best way to make a 3-to-3 balancer, but I have a blueprint book for that somewhere. Blue belt balancers. We want to go down 3-to-3. Looks interesting. Okay. We're going to say that's good, I guess. I mean, that's what the blueprints say, so we'll go with it. And that should balance these items. I don't understand. Oh, okay, there we go, yeah. I didn't see that bit, and I was going to say, why is there just 3 random blue belts there? It ties in here. Okay. Interesting. But that means that it should take from each of these equally, which is what I want. Now, the question is, the green circuits. It's just copper cable and stone tablets. How many am I going to need? We have the factory planner set up for this, and we have done the math before. It's what, 52, 56, and 80. So you're looking at what, 136 per minute. I don't know that I can honestly supply that, but that's not going to stop me from trying. I honestly feel I've been leaving this gap here, and I should probably continue to do that all the way down so I can transverse in between here. And then I need to set up the circuit build. Now some of these are going to be used for the heat shielding, that's what it's called, which also requires steel and sulfur. And then the rest of them, I think that's the only thing. So I could probably dedicate one line down to the heat shielding. Now I don't want to take up too much space right in this area. I am going to need to make rocket control units, the low density structures, and the heat shielding, all relatively close. The heat shielding is also used here, and I think that's it, right? The heat shielding is used for making the cargo rocket section. It's used for making the space capsule, and that is it. So we want to keep it really close to this area again. I would like to prevent an awful lot of build-up here. Now the question is, at what speed do we make this? Very slow. Okay. Let's go back to our factory planner and see, what does it say? We're going to need 4 per minute for the cargo rocket section. And then, how many is this going to need per minute? Let's go per minute. What? 125. Oh, well, no, because we're not going to be making but 1 or 2 of these. Okay, so that one really doesn't matter. My brain. Excuse me? 125 per minute? There's no way I could do that. Not with the trickle of resources coming in here. Let's shoot for, say, 5 per minute. And let's see, what does that take? If we do this, not even 1. Okay, so that's what I just wanted to double check. but not even one of these, and that will complete the heat shielding. And then I can place it right here. This is just going to be dump things in as fast as it can possibly handle. We will take out the heat shielding, and then we're going to dump some into here, and again, it's just going to be as fast as possible. There's no need to well, the power difference is astounding. So since we are having power problems, we will try and avoid using these. Here I could probably get away with the steel being just a inserter. So I'll need to bring steel down here as well. And that can be just a belt that runs right along here. Now we need to do our underground. I want to get out of the way. This, again, doesn't need to be fast. We'll keep the power consumption low. That'll get heat shielding up to this thing. We'll probably do the same thing with low density structures. I could actually utilize both sides of this belt to get low density structures, and this is going to do 7.5 per minute. I don't need the output being super fast. So what I can do here is that, and it will always put the heat shielding on the outside, and then I can have the low density structures on the inside of this, wherever they're made at. That will get 2 resources in here. We already have those 2 being handed in. I'll just need rocket control units coming in, and I can send those up to here as well. And that we could possibly underground. And that will get the rocket control units in. They just need to come up there. So I need to get low density structures on here, and this takes several different resources. One of them is steel. So we've got steel right here. Maybe I'd do it somewhere very close by. What are the other resources for the low density? Glass, copper, steel, plastic. So I'm going to have to bring my plastic up here. I'll need the plastic for the red circuits as well. Is there anything else? No, I think that's it for the plastic, which we don't have a whole lot of. This will be the interesting thing. I may have to locate some oil. Alright, I don't need to see pollution. I may have to locate some oil for supplementary supply here. Well, we'll see. Now, one of these can just run straight up here and into this. We can do the same thing with the sulfur. I might just have that be a long belt coming out and going straight over. And then I can take off of this to do the other things I need to do with sulfur. If I don't send every ounce of my sulfur down the line, which is probably what's going to happen here. It's all going to be sitting on this belt because I don't have that much. Nah, it's okay. I'll still have some. Let's see. That handles that. We now have heat shielding being produced. Looking good. Feels a little bit wasteful. I should probably not have the whole belt doubled up with the sulfur crystals, but that's okay. We'll leave that. And let's look at what we can do for circuits. If I'm going to make I have a blueprint, or I have a setup back on Novice that we can look at for my green circuits. But see, this thing is set up for a lot of green circuits. This is set up for a massive flow of resources in. This is going to be way overkill. What is this producing? As I was saying, extreme overkill. I need what, 136 was it per minute? Not 10 times that, more than 10 times that. And I definitely know I can't supply the inputs. So we can probably get away with a very small setup for the greens. We're talking I don't even know if I need a beacon in here. Probably not. Probably not. We are going to set this up wrong way. We'll want the coils there. We'll want the green circuits here. What is this already going to make? 300 per minute without even, goodness, without even any kind of modules in here. The only thing is it doesn't make enough coils. If I slow this down with productivity modules, okay, maybe we will do productivity and then one beacon. Doing a little theory crafting here. You're going to make that. This is going to give us far more than we need. Yep, I can't even supply that. I probably will only be able to run. In fact, is it one setup? Yeah, I don't even need two machines. Oh boy, that'll produce greens. Let's look at per second. Yeah, plenty more than enough. Now, since we know that, we are going to have the copper come down. Let's move all of these. I don't necessarily need 3 outputs, do I? Because one goes to heat shielding, the other one only goes to making greens. Oh well. We'll leave it for now. And if we feel the need to change it, we can change it. But this is what I'm going to do. You can come out, feed directly in. You can feed directly in. You will be making my green circuits. You will be making copper cable. My mind is starting to get confused because I have been playing Industrial Revolution and they've changed things. They have different names in there, so I have to look at stuff. Alright. Now the only thing I need to do is pass. I guess I should have left a tiny bit more room, 2 slots. Yeah, so let's do that. So I can do this whole number. There we go. Now we have a massive flow of green circuits that can just come right out of this. I say massive compared to what we need for up here, okay? It's massive compared to what we need. Now we needed green circuits here. And then we need to make red circuits for here. Yes. We also need those red circuits right here. So, rather than doing that, I can bring red circuits underneath that machine and get them for both of these. So that needs to be reds, this needs to be greens. That will be a break somewhere. Because we need to make red circuits. I might just be able to, instead of... No, I probably want to do a splitter. Also, could I just steal more of these? I could probably... see, no. Because technically it still needs more... Still needs more copper than I'm producing for that one machine. So let's hatch a little idea here. The only problem with this is it's outside the range of that beacon. We'll just place another one down. A little bit wasteful. Is there some way I could do this and get all 3 of them? If I move this down to here, then I can do that. It'll just look a little bit silly with this loop here, and that's okay. Now, I want to make sure this has all it needs. So we're going to take out of here, split, that needs to be an input, not an output. We'll just go around. And then we can take out the extra, and these will run over here to do... The problem with this is if it does not prioritize this input... I'm figuring out every way possible to make this more complicated than it needs to be. Alright, so different setup would be drop down, you're going to take out from each of these. I want you to priority input from the right. So it will use all of these first, and then any extra that are needed will come from here. The next question is per second. No, it is not enough to fill up a blue belt, not even close. So I can get away with just using one, and then we simply do this. Looks great. Let's empty those out of my inventory since I don't need them. Now we can take the excess and run over here to make red circuits. How many red circuits did we need per minute? 26 to 34? 34 per minute. Again, that can probably be achieved with a single machine. Red circuits, productivity, and speed. Probably way more than I need. We're looking at per minute. No, actually, I will need more than one. But what am I honestly going to be producing in the way of... I don't think I'm getting that, but we will go ahead. Why not? This is going to take only a fraction of the copper this can produce. Copper wires. Which is good. And there we go. That's more than I need. Yep. Okay. Just making sure everything's actually going to work here. Now I need to filter in. Yes, I know. 25 minutes till we get that lovely explosion. The biggest thing we need are the copper. I think I'll do something along the lines of this to get our green circuits in, and then the other one will be plastic, which also has to run to our low density structures. So we'll branch off of here, but that will get those pieces in. We can filter in, that's facing the wrong way, splitter in our cables. Let's put a beacon where it's just barely touching everything. Drop some power down over here, speed module some things. And now we just need to take the output from here, which is not a lot. Not a lot at all. So we can simply put that onto a belt. Now, did I need red? I need green circuits. They've got green circuits. And red circuits are flowing in. I think that just got us what we need. No. Low density structures and the rocket control units. Everything else up to this point, though, should start filling in. Wow, what an amazing mess we have. Looks great, though. So the next thing is going to be probably the low density structures. I have a lot of the resources over here right now. I just need to bring out my glass, which is this one. Let's continue our undergrounds. Glass, copper, steel, and plastic. Also, do I need more than one of these, or can I just beacon this sucker up again? It's going to just do 8.4 per minute. I need 4 per minute. Plus some extra for this. Yep. One machine. So what's the best place to do this at? Really, honestly, it doesn't matter. I do want to... Let's see, which one is it that needs the most of? At least needs the least of steel, which is interesting. But we will plop it where it can grab from the steel line. Let's move this to where it's barely in range to affect it, and then give it some power on all sides. Now, did I need glass for anything else? Yes. Rocket control units. I was about to say, I could just pipe it straight into this thing. Per second. It's nothing's more than one. So, just move things into here. This is where the glass can go. We got glass still. Copper can come in next. So what we'll do for that is branch off, run in. Now you're talking about plastic. Now we want this to be on the inside of this line. That's incredibly easy to achieve. That gets the low density structures on. The heat shielding goes to the outside. And we're good to go. And the way this flows is everything goes to here last. So all of the other items will get built. And then the space pod at the end gets put on. This will need glass. Okay, interesting. Oh yeah, I'll have to make solar panels and accumulators. Moving right on along. That means the last thing we need to make to get the cargo rocket sections automated are the rocket control units. And those take a few other ingredients. We'll have to get blues being made, batteries being made. We can utilize our glass and our iron plate there. However, that's going to be it for today's episode. If you enjoyed it, feel free to hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you've been enjoying my videos and you aren't already subscribed, please do so. Thank you very much.